लेकिन रविशंकर प्रसाद को जब गुस्सा आता है, जब रविशंकर प्रसाद जी को गुस्सा आता है तो वो सुनते अपने हिसाब से हैं और जवाब देते अपने हिसाब से। बहरहाल मैं मेन मुद्दे पर आती हूं, और मुद्दे पे आती हूं जो आपने कहा, Twitter, social media platforms will have to live and survive by the laws of India and the guidelines that have come out. Now, let me ask you a very specific question, Mr. Prasad. Under the Information Technology Act, Section 79 very clearly says that they do what they do because they are intermediaries due to a certain definition. According to you, since there is no compliance to that definition of intermediaries and there has been overstepping, quote unquote, as stated or as understood in the present context, under Section 79, will you take action against them because the action of not complying has been done? The action of violating the laws of India have been done. What are you waiting for?
First, let me explain for the sake of the viewers what is 79 and what is the meaning of safe harbor exemption for intermediary. Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp are intermediary. You are a platform where you allow others to share their views. And therefore, others' views, suppose there is a completely arbitrary projection of terrorism or display of the dignity of women being compromised, so on and so forth, I can understand. But there can be critical references against me, against them too. What they are doing is, many of them are becoming now editorial initiatives. You will take ex parte view as to what content should go and what should not go. You will delete a particular account from continuing to operate because you don't like them. But you have a fancy for those accounts which are rabid Modi haters. You have come out with a system of fact checking about news. Who are these fact checkers? What is the norm? What is the transparency? What is their public accountability? Who are holding regulated control over the expression of views of millions of Indians, 130 crore plus? These are larger issues. Okay, we'll handle it. Either you remain a platform or become a media house. If you wish to become a media house, then all the laws applicable on Times Now and Navika Kumar will be applicable to you. Then you cannot claim exemption harbor under 79. But as far as what future course of action to be taken, Navika, I don't want to wish to give you a headline. Decisions of government, punitive or others, must be taken not on TV debates, but in the saner confines of decision-making process. Leave it to me.
Will it be something as serious as blocking these social media platforms if they do not comply with the laws of the land? Are you willing to go as far as that, Mr. Prasad?
I think you are asking very, very searching questions. As a confirmed Democrat, which you at times
it's my job,
suspect,
sir.
Unfortunately, very, very unfortunately. No, but you cannot label me that. That is unfortunate, and let me put the record straight. Blocking any particular channel, TV or others, social media platform, is a very harsh measure. Okay? I am sure they are listening to me, and I am sure they know that they have to comply with the rules, regulations of India, and they have to follow the Constitution of India. I think I am very clear. What action we will take, in what manner, leave it to me. I am very clear about it.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, there are questions that come in. There are many other platforms which are not social media platforms, but platforms like new startups like Zomato, Ola, Uber, Big Basket, which are widely used in India, and they have customer interfaces and they have a lot of data at their disposal. Are you planning to bring some laws for data protection from these platforms as well, because they deal with a lot of individual citizens' data? And that is something that has come up in various discussions on the issue of data protection, privacy, that should be incumbent on these companies as well. Are you planning to bring in some guidelines for them as well?
I think I wish to inform you, Navika, and to your viewers, data protection law we are going to push very, very urgently in the next session of Parliament. Because data protection law I had introduced, thereafter it was referred to a select committee of the members of both the houses, honorable members. Meenakshi Lekhi was the chairperson, about 60 plus members were there. And I wish to place on record, they held about nearly 70 meetings discussing threadbare the whole norms of this data protection law. The stakeholders were also called. The report has come. I can only tell you, our data protection law is going to be a beacon for the world. We are recognizing the right of consent of the users, the right to be forgotten, and also a voluntary mechanism, a regulatory mechanism, all are in place. Once I introduce the law, it is passed. I promise I'll come to you to have a debate on the issue of data protection law. Yes, India generates billions and crores of data because of size. We are proud of that. And India need to properly leverage India's data assets for the good of India. Data cleaning, data processing, all these things, creating lakhs and lakhs of jobs. These are the future I am looking forward to, but I say it very clearly, data protection law is very much on the anvil, we'll push it.